I was totally going to rock a front porch transformation video this afternoon, and guess what started happening? It started storming outside. Look, the kind of storming that rocks your house. Then I remembered that there's a video that's been on my heart to do, and I keep putting it off. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about my healing and recovery. It's been a year since I was hospitalized, so I'm going to talk about my healing and recovery and living with a chronic illness, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Live, Laugh, Love with Jen. Just a short recap. I think I've done a video on this before. A year ago, I woke up, I was in the hospital, and I was recovering from a virus that attacked my heart, leaving me with a low ejection fraction, a low function of my heart, and a chronic illness. So I really want to talk about that today and hopefully share some insight that I've gained and maybe help someone else who has a chronic illness as well. I did a short video in August where I just kind of talked about what happened, how I had a virus. The virus formed blood clots. The blood clots traveled to my heart. My heart was enlarged and I had some damage done by the blood clots. I got out of the hospital less than a year ago, and I started to regain some strength and learn to walk again with shaky hands because I did not have the best motor skills in the world. I did this little letter board, and on it says, "For I will restore health to you and heal your wounds." And this is a verse, obviously, that I took from the Bible. I've displayed this in my kitchen, and I have looked at it every single day since I created that. And it's really helped to get me through a lot of things. I will say that this year has been extremely hard. Sometimes I post, sometimes I don't. Learning that you can be healthy one day and wake up the next day and have that health taken away, it's very hard in and of itself. But then I also had the issue of having to rebuild muscles again, learning to take steps again, that kind of thing. And then once I kind of started to master that, my hair started to fall out. So this today is actually what the amount of hair that I have left. Apparently when you are on a ventilator in the hospital, your body just focuses on saving the main organs and does not really focus on your hair and that kind of thing. And so in August, from about August till the end of October, my hair fell out in big chunks and it was pretty scary. I do have what's called a halo that I can put on my head right here and put my hair around it, and it makes my hair like twice as thick. So normally when I film, I do have that on. Or when I go out, I normally put it on just because it helps me to feel more comfortable. But today I'm not. This is the hair that's left. Some of this hair is hair that has grown back. So I did have to deal with that. That was very emotional for me. I'm not sure if anyone has ever lost their hair before, but it's not physical pain, but the emotions of, okay, I am not healthy anymore and now I'm losing my hair on top. It was very, very hard. And it was an emotional roller coaster for me. Actually, this whole illness has been an emotional roller coaster for me. Basically, when I got the virus, I developed blood clots, and the blood clots traveled to my heart, or two of the blood clots traveled to my heart, and they did some damage, and it just kind of stinks because, like, I don't know, once that damage is done, It's just pretty much done. And when I was in the hospital, they put a defibrillator in so that if my heart were to stop again, I have the device that would restart my heart. So, with all that being said, this Christmas, my gallbladder decided to basically die inside me. So I had to spend some more time in the hospital and get my gallbladder removed, which, you know, was a very simple procedure considering everything I've been through. But they actually checked my heart function at that time, and my ejection fraction was at 20%, and my heart was still enlarged. So I was very discouraged about that. As far as having any symptoms of being in heart failure, I did not. I started doing a lot of reading and research on my heart, and the more I would read and research, the more symptoms I would think that I should have, but I did not. So I was very fortunate with that. But I did not put a lot of video or content out because I was just trying to find out what I could find out about what was going on with me. Ago, my defibrillator decided to spring into action. It was called an inappropriate shock, which means basically it picked up this arm doing a motion and it put it with my heart and thought my heart was in distress, and so I got a nice shock from that, which terrified me. But it sent me to the hospital, which was actually a good thing because they checked my heart function in the hospital, and my ejection fraction is now at 45%. And when I'm talking about the 45% or the 20%, that is a normal ejection fraction is 55 to 65%. So at 45%, I'm getting closer and closer to normal. My heart size has returned to normal. It's no longer enlarged. The thickness is now normal, which all these things are honestly from this, because every day I prayed for this. It's all God, to be honest. So I'm getting closer to normal. I am going to have to undergo a surgery in a few weeks just to revise where the lead is in my defibrillator, just to make sure it's good. Other than that, I'm not really sure what to say. Other than my channel, it's really hard to make a lot of cleaning content because a year and a half ago, I thought having a clean house was important. I still do. I think it's important to have your area clean so that you can feel peaceful inside it. But having this perfect, clean, neat, tidy house is like not what I thought it was, because once you almost die, you kind of realize what's important in life and what's not important in life. And so when I try to do a video, sometimes I feel like, you know, like, why do I want to waste a whole day of my life doing this specific task? It's put things into a different perspective for me. So I think like having a channel where I mainly clean and organize, it's been harder for me to do content because, I mean, honestly, those things are still important to me, and I still like things to be aesthetically pleasing, and I still like things to look good, but it's not, if I were to leave this world today, like, it would not matter where the ketchup was in the refrigerator. So little things that used to bother me, they're not as important anymore. And I hope that other people can realize that, because I know sometimes when we watch, whether it's YouTube videos or TikToks or just things on TV, we see all these perfect houses with all these perfect people, and we think that we have to hold ourselves to those same standards. and that's just not possible, and it's not practical. And so I don't want to mislead on my channel, and I don't want you to think that I have things that are, you know, that my refrigerator has to be perfect and all these things have to be organized and in this perfect order, because that's not what is important in life. What is important is who you spend your precious time with, and your relationships and people, and things are just that. They're things. Whether they're clean or they're dirty or they're just put up, they're just things. So you just really want to, I just really want to spend my time focusing on the people that I love, instead of spending all my time cleaning up after the people I love, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of made creating content a little bit tricky. I'm trying to figure out how to just do practical everyday cleaning, and I think I will get that figured out eventually, and that's probably the direction my channel will go in. I think it's going to go into a direction of being an advocate for women with any kind of chronic illness, especially heart illness, because don't get me started about the fact that so many women suffer from heart disease based on the fact that they got a virus like me, or it was a postpartum heart related event. But they got heart disease not because they were out eating fast food every day or because they were not working out. They got heart disease because something unfortunate happened to them. And I want to be an advocate for people like that. I want to be a voice that can talk about the fact that you can get something no matter how well you take care of yourself. I want to be a voice to speak out for other women who have heart-related issues, who did not ask for it. They did not get the heart-related issues based on lifestyle choices or anything like that. They just had a card that was dealt to them, and they're playing it the best that they can. So I will be talking some about that. I am going to be talking about my hair loss a little bit, and showing you how I use my halo piece to add some extra hair. And then just more practical videos about how to just more practical videos about how to kind of have things clean, but yet not spend every waking second cleaning, not comparing yourself to other people, those kinds of things. I think are probably more just organizing, just practical tips. Those are probably more the direction my channel is going to go in. Definitely going to be, you know, natural like it is today. I know I'm kind of all over the place with what I'm trying to say because it's really hard. Some days I wake up and, like I said, I'm pretty much asymptomatic except for the fact that my ejection fraction is lower than it should be. My low EF really doesn't cause me any problems at all. But the medications that I'm taking to strengthen my heart sometimes cause me to be dizzy, that kind of thing. So basically I'm kind of living with this chronic illness where the medications are kind of making me feel off some days. Some days I feel fine. So living with a chronic illness it's hard. I mean, I don't know another way to put it, you know, because you might wake up one day and you might feel great, and you might wake up the next day and you might not feel like doing anything at all. And that's okay. And in my case, the not feeling like doing anything at all is not coming from the condition itself. It's coming from the medication used to treat the condition. I want you to know that I'm still here. I'm still gonna figure out things and have content, and you know, when it's not storming outside, I'm going to clean my porch and show you that video. But I also just want you guys to know that life is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Your hair's not permanent. Nothing's permanent. Doesn't matter how your house looks. You just need to love one another every day and enjoy each day, whether you have a chronic illness or not. And just know that I am so thankful for those of you guys who have supported me through all of this. and I just want to make sure that the videos that I bring to you are real. And just want to tell you that, you know, a year later, I'm still here. I'm still kicking a lot better than I was this time last year. I know that one day I will be back better and stronger than ever. So I'm gonna make a commitment to at least post once a week. What the content will be about, I have no idea, but it'll be about something real. So, and I know that I will have a porch one coming up soon. So take time to live, laugh, and love today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.